Hi, I'm Doug Turner, Turner Legacy Homes, building custom homes here on 30A, and today we're going to talk about cabinets, and I'm here with my very good friend Nick Zargari, who's the owner of Marquis Kitchens and Baths. And Nick, thanks for having us here today.
Good morning, Doc. Good to have you here.
Yeah, tell us about Nick Zargari and Marquis Kitchens and Baths.
As you know, we've been doing business for the past couple of decades. Marquis is a leading automated manufacturer of kitchen and bath product on the southeast, basically Gulf Coast. Our platform is based on European standards. We'll go to the plant and show you the facility, our factory. You'll see the amount of automation that's employed to produce what you see here. The beauty of this whole concept is it's customized to suit, however, it's built based on automation, therefore we can keep up with the demand of our local construction economy.
How long have you been in business?
This year we're celebrating our 25th, so a quarter century, probably about 2/3 of my life.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what are the main areas you're serving?
We're covering the entire Gulf Coast region, anywhere from Tallahassee all the way up to southern Louisiana. We have multi-unit projects, dormitory, a lot of government, a lot of military, and of course a lot of luxury homes along the Gulf Coast, especially on 30A.
If I want to buy a great custom cabinet, what would be some points that we need to look for to know that we have a great quality custom cabinet?
That's a good question, Doug. As you know, I've spent about 35 years in this industry, and my final conclusion was that unless there's technology involved, automation involved, it will have enormous amount of inconsistency with it. So we employed a lot of technology in our factory. You'll notice that. Number one, none of these are fabricated or processed by hand. It's all robotically done. Therefore, it will remove all guesswork and all out of tolerance processes. Number two, our paint process, because it's robotically done, it's extremely consistent. The same millage throughout the process. Unlike other companies that perhaps spray by hand, therefore it comes a question of consistency. We don't have any of that. Not a lot of inconsistency, not a lot of variances in gaps and seams. Also, to maintain your grain direction and grain consistency, you definitely need to have technology. Therefore, if you're employing a company to do your cabinets for you, I would probably look at their operation to see how much of a technology they're using in order to be able to give you a consistent product.
Let's talk about custom cabinet design trends today and what you see in the near-term future right here in the 30A area.
So, as you know, Doug, what you see behind you is one of our coastal elegant or coastal classic, we call it. Some people call it shaker. It's been very relevant in the on the 30A market, but over time it's shifting and moving more towards a modern elegant, we call it. It's not necessarily a ultra modern product, but it's modern. A lot of wood tones, a lot of, but more in a streamlined fashion. A lot of slab flush look. But however, what you see behind you right now is one of our paint grade or shaker products that you see with stacked cabinets going to the ceiling with a shadow box over the fridge. What you see over there is basically the the fridge freezer hidden behind architectural laminate. We created an armor for the appliances. We try to do that in many different occasions. There's a lot of details at the bottom. Believe it or not, this is a built-in dishwasher. We had to install the dishwasher before we finished the cabinetry and all the baseboards and all that around it to make it look like a
and the lighting
built-in. And the lighting inside a scallop toe kick. Very tricky to install.
This looks like a piece of furniture.
This looks like
I'm looking at the corners, the detail. And then, we were just talking a few minutes ago about knobs being out. So tell us about these knobs.
Well, these are once again special knobs that we import from Brazil, complementing the handles. I was mostly talking about like a small, like a 1-inch knob or whatever that's obsolete. People want to see a more magnified look, larger handles and knobs that make a statement.
So those are kind of some of the the shift that's happening from a traditional shaker to call it design
Definitely.
elegant, the things you just described.
Definitely.
Yeah, shaker is something that is very popular here. But Milano is, I put some Milano cabinets in and having a lot of success with that. And tell us about the Milano series that you have and the trends, and why somebody should take a look at that when they're considering the two shaker or Milano cabinets, why they may want to take a look at the Milano series.
Milano, as you're familiar with the concept, is more of a European look. The name comes from, of course, city of Milano. We adopted that name about 10 years ago for our modern look. All the products, the raw material comes from Italy. We bring it in container load, and we do all the manufacturing here in Santa Rosa Beach. So we're basically the best of both worlds. The raw material is all Italian, which is the best and the greatest with the cutting edge design and wood patterns and all that. But we're taking advantage of our local manufacturing to be able to fulfill everybody's needs, customizations, budgets, and avoid hefty cost of freight coming from Italy in the form of finished goods. On another fridge freezer armoire, that basically it's totally concealed inside of a cabinet. So if you did not know there's a fridge here, this would look like a piece of furniture sitting in the corner, freestanding, not attached to any other wall or any other setting. A lot of benefits with that product, such as the extraordinary durability that it has. It's a resin material, stays flat, stays true. The raw material that we import, first of all, it's a green product, it's carb compliant, and it is moisture resistant. So we actually put it in a fish tank and demonstrate it to some customers. We use a leveling system under all our cabinets that achieves 2 or 3 things, which is very beneficial to the homeowner at the end of the day. Number one, it's self-leveling heavy-duty legs. Therefore, your wood product does not meet the floor. Therefore, it contours to the floor just in case if the floor is out of level by a quarter inch, half inch, or whatever. It's basically self-level, self-adjust up and down. Also, there's a finished toe kick product that covers that. It's removable. You can remove it. You can pesticize or clean under it, and also keeps moisture from getting into your product just in case if you have standing water, due to the fridge or appliances leak.
So you've solved the issue of having the shim. Typically, cabinets are installed on wood shims that, if there's water there, can be damaged and have rot. And now they're sitting on a piece of plastic hardware, if you will, that makes it, if there's no floor that's perfect. And so it helps make the cabinets exactly perfect.
Perfect.
Even better than shims, because you can micro turn them and get them just right.
Absolutely, micro turn them. Specifically our countertop vendors, they love it because they can put their countertop on a level product that they don't have to shim and see the ugly caulk line between the countertop and the cabinets over time.
Yeah. So in design, design trends today and what's going on in the market, we always have like an island that's a different color and to offset from what's on the wall in the cabinet. So what do you recommend in the Milano series to sort of break that up and make that work?
Traditionally, we've been designing two-tone kitchens for a long time, and one of the elements that we recommend to people is, mix a texture and a solid color, or a texture and smooth together to bring 2 elements together. Of course, the more smooth, the more modern; the less smooth, the less modern. And a lot of people choose to alternate their colors or the textures for the island, and also some floating shelves or some other custom elements on the back perimeter wall.
And so on the Milano series, what color options are available?
Many hundreds, and each time I travel to Europe to sign up new vendors and bring in new product, as you know, Italians, the cutting edge in the design world. Every year they're coming up with new and exciting finishes that basically, sets the trend in the design industry and then migrates to North America. Currently, we're dealing with probably well over 100 mixtures of colors and finishes combined.
So, Nick, that's a lot of colors. for anybody to try to work through? Have you got it boiled down to what's really popular as far as color trends with the Milano series right here on 30A?
So far, white, of course, been dominant. But since we brought in our last color palettes from Italy, we noticed that a lot of wood grain with light and dark gray in it, combined with a solid gray. That's been very popular. We're using that for one of your clients. And also the browns, the brown and gray are becoming very popular. Very rich wood tone with a gray complementing color for island or floating shelves.
Okay. Other than the kitchens and baths, tell us about what other cool stuff you have, like maybe closets or entertainment centers that's popular today.
So residentially, of course, we deal with all rooms of the house, basically, anywhere from the kitchen, the baths, the laundry, the scullery, pantries, storage, vanities, libraries, all of that. If the environment of the house justifies a modern look, of course, you see a lot of floating vanities suspended off the floor and possibly even suspended off the sidewalls to create a total freestanding floating concept that it's an amazing look. Sometimes you wrap it with the same countertop material on the sides and the bottom to give it the total encapsulation. This is our European closet system. Once again, two different formats. We have the closed version and the open version. The closed version, of course, you can accommodate a lot of different accessories. This is once again not complete yet. It's still in the install phase. Pull out hampers, pull out storage, pull out jewelry case. And of course, hanging right up on top with the lighting. You could insert almost any kind of glass or mirror or decorative panels. We interview the clients and their needs to the finest degree to understand how many purses, how many pairs of shoes, how many of each item they have in order to be able to design this. It's a European style. It's designed to show off your clothing, your shoes, your jewelry, your watches, and everything else. And people are all over that on 30A. They love it so far.
Okay. Obviously, a client can buy cabinets for less money. So tell me why they should work with Marquis.
Well, there's a short answer to it and there's a long answer to it. The short answer is, first of all, you get what you paid for. The long answer to it is you're not just buying the product from Marquis. You're buying the product, the process, and the people. What you get with Marquis is obviously the people, the product, and the process, but it's not only the boxes that you care about. You can buy boxes from many different manufacturers. When they show up, they all look good, but installation is the key factor in this process. That's why a lot of our clients choose to stick with us versus saving 2 or 5% across the road and hold the bag for many months to come.
Nick, that was some really informative, good information today about custom cabinets and what you do here at Marquis. And we still didn't cover everything, so I'm definitely going to want to have you back. But tell us how to get in touch with Nick Zargari and Marquis Kitchens.
Our showroom's been located here in Santa Rosa Beach on 98 for the past 25 years. So we're located at 5597 Highway 98 West, just east of intersection of 38 and 98. You can also visit our site on marquisindustries.com or marquiskitchens.com. You could also like us on Facebook and we'll like you back. Or you can follow us on Instagram. Or you can simply just go online and Google custom cabinetry or custom cabinetry in Santa Rosa Beach and we'll pop up.
That was a lot of good information today on cabinets. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Doug Turner, Turner Legacy Homes, building custom homes right here on 30A. If you want to get in touch with me, so get some more information, call me, text me, or email me, and we'll see you next time.